A major confrontation erupted on Tuesday at the Wuse Zone 5 headquarters of People Democratic Party as members loyal to newly elected national chairman clashed with faction aligned with the Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. And there are two people dead and one injured as bandits and terrorists entered into Kwara State yesterday. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from wherever you are watching us from. This is Esteem Radio Vision, and this is your favorite program, the CONFAB. These are the topics and more other topics that we will be discussing on the CONFAB today. We want to say a very big thank you, to everybody that has been joining us on the program so far, for liking, for commenting, and for sharing their views. We want to say a very big thank you to you all. I remain myself, Ayomikun, AY for short, and with me here in the studio is.
Oh, okay. To all our esteemed viewers, we say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, because we don't know the time you are listening or you are watching this program. This is your favorite program, the Confab, on Esteem Radio Vision. We are located at Obokun Avenue, Elisha, Osun State, Nigeria. Today we have a lot of things to discuss. But before our discussion, we have here with us a man of dignity, a man of honor, is let me say, one of the political leader, but we have different leaders. His own leadership is a kind of leader that people love, even to be a follower to follow. No other person than Honourable Sunday Oluwadamilare Amure. Good morning, sir. You are welcome to the CONFAB once again.
Thank you, Prince. Good morning, Ayomikun. Good morning. You're welcome to CONFAB. Join us.
All right, that is the voice of Honourable Sunday Oluwadamilare Amure. My name is Adenipekun Afolabi. Welcoming you once again to your favorite program. I'm saying good morning, good afternoon, or good evening once again. Thanks for joining us, and let us use this medium to appreciate the Chief Executive Officer in person of Deacon Michael Adeboye Ashaolu, popularly called Omoyalakara. That is our CEO. Thank you for giving us this platform to let people know what is happening in our society.
And if we are saying thanks to our executive producer, definitely we are going to say thanks to our producer as well. Our regular analyst is our day-to-day analyst.
I thought you want to talk about the man behind the console, because if not him,
we are going there. We are still going there. Yeah, but special thanks to the our producer in person of Adenipekun Afolabi, aka the Prince on the show, and then the man behind the button, the man behind the console,
Big Balo
Balogun, aka Big Balo FC. Yeah, we're saying thank you to you too, sir, and all other esteemed crew. I'm saying a very big thank you to you guys. Before we dive into the topics that we have for our esteemed viewers today, let us go on a very short break. A major confrontation erupted on Tuesday at the Wuse Zone 5 headquarters of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) as members loyal to the newly elected national chairman Tanimu Turaki San clashed with the faction aligned with the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory (FCT) Wike. The violent scenes triggered panic, disrupt traffic, and left the party's national secretariat in chaos for hours. The incident unfolded as both factions arrived simultaneously for separate meetings earlier scheduled at the PDP headquarters. Now, it's no longer a news that Umusiwike and some other PDP members were expelled. Yeah, they were asked to go home. You know, but now Umusiwike, those that are loyal to him, the faction with him, now how to go and have their meeting in that same party headquarter. You've been expelled, and you still have that audacity, like you still have that balls, to have meeting in that same party headquarter.
Same territory.
Yeah, same territory, of which the other people now had to have heard about it, and it caused chaos. There are a lot of things that happened that yesterday. Now how can we put this into was that, is it proper for is it a good is it proper for Umusiwike to do that thing, to have his fashion against the PDP members?
Thank you, Ayomikun, and to all our viewers about the incident or the PDP saga that happened at their national headquarters
Yeah.
yesterday. What I'm expecting, I want to show my dissatisfaction with both faction,
Yeah.
even the pro-Wike and the new elected chairman, Turaki. This is why I don't like the way we operate our politics in Nigeria. Our kind of politics is not a politics that any other country can imbibe. Why did I say something like that is, why am I saying this is because for both faction to clash, you heard about your expulsion, that you have been expelled from the party. I think the next place for you to approach is the court of law. If truly you are law abiding citizen, you go to the court to affirm or to confirm your expel. If truly you are to be expelled, let the court pronounce that you have been expelled or you are not expelled before you can move down to the national party secretariat. And even to Seyi Makinde fashion or the Turaki fashion, when you see that scenario, I later read or later heard that the fashion have to the Turaki fashion have to leave the national secretariat for Wike, and immediately after Wike left, they came back to the national party secretariat. But before then, we had this report that the police are on ground, tear gassing our leaders, the so-called leaders. And I don't want to say otherwise, because I don't think that they are worthy to be called our leader. If you are there fighting, you are dragging doors, trying to vandalize your property, the property that you paid for, you are trying to vandalize it so that you have your way to the venue. How can someone, I have my own house, I want to enter my house, and somebody invaded my house, and I'm trying to struggle to enter the house. The next person for me to call is the security officer, that please, I want to, there is someone here who is an intrudent. I want to enter my house, and he is giving me the limitation. I think that is the best thing, rather than confronting one another with blow, dragging their
there are a lot of
other
they are slapping our leaders, slaps.
It's a big slap on their face.
Yeah.
Apart from the physical slap,
Slap.
that one is a big,
Big
slap.
slap.
Because how will you call yourself a leader and you know that the followers are watching? See how the PDP leaders disgrace themselves. And this I think this is a plus to APC.
Yeah.
This is a plus to APC because APC will be glad that okay, this thing is happened within your house.
Yeah,
It
right.
means your house is not in order. Someone who his house is not in order, how will you expect such person to put the nation in order?
Yeah.
Let's assume that what happened within their political party happens as a matters that concern the national or the Nigeria. How would they handle it if they fail to handle it amicably within themselves? This is a big slap on the People's Democratic Party stalwarts. It's a big slap.
Yeah.
And to Wike, like I said, Wike should take heart. I know it is not easy. Our dear Minister of FCT, I know it is not easy. It is a long-time ambition. A long-time ambition like your boss, your present boss now. But take it easy. If you can take it easy like your present boss, I think one day will be one day.
Yeah.
You may be lucky. The turn may be your own turn.
Yeah.
Like Yoruba people do say that, you will be the one to come.
Yeah.
Take it easy. Take it easy. Okay, for somebody like me now, if I have a 100% of love or for you, it has been reduced to 10%. If I'm to vote, to me, I can never vote for someone like Wike. I'm saying it categorically here.
Yeah, because there are a lot of there are a lot of things that have been that has been holding him for the past few weeks now.
No, if you are doing you are behaving like this and the other political PDP stalwarts are doing like this, what is the fate of Nigeria? Nigerians that the electorate that want to vote you people in. This is a disgrace to our country and to our democracy.
Afolabi, you made mention of something that a party should not be like a do or die.
It is not a do or die.
This my question is directed to Honourable Sunday Amure. Now, a party is not a do or die affair. But now we can now see that our leader are ready, to give everything that they have, even if they want to give their life, they will definitely.
They are not forget about that too. They are not ready to give their life. They can only sacrifice other people's life.
Yeah, for them to get that. Is that supposed to be you are called they call you a leader. They will just want you to lead, but then we are now seeing that as you want to make it as your own personal interest. You want to make it looks like your own personal interest. Is that how to run a political party in Nigeria?
Thank you so much. That is not how to run a political party in Nigeria. It's not supposed to be a do or die affair or system. But if you look at it, even from day one, personal interest as overriding, should I call it the interest of the people?
National interest.
National interest. So you just discover that these people who call themselves politicians, they are always after themselves. So when you talk about do or die, theoretically we may agree it is not do or die, but those people that do the business, the political gladiator, they will never agree with you. They can even agree with you verbally, but practically, it has been do or die. Because come to think of it, imagine the scenario. Even before the convention, you understand there are a lot of things that has happened. For me, I don't expect someone like some Wike to still be calling himself a PDP member. So I was very surprised when I read it, and he said he also constituted his own team. Especially after
the board of trustees.
You understand, especially after a convention has expelled him. For me, it was a PDP that allowed it to have happened, because I myself and many Nigerians have expected that he should have been expelled even long time, because there is no way you can be dining with two master. You know, you are working for another party. Are you getting me? And you are claiming to still be in another party. Is it possible?
No.
So it's not possible. Wike cannot be a two-edged sword.
Yeah, like the word that they used to say that two person cannot serve
It is not possible.
One person cannot serve
It is
two
not
masters.
possible. One person should not serve two masters. You can't be in two parties at the same time. It's like when you open your leg, you want to sit on the fence. You want to become a PDP and APC at the same time.
You are eating from APC.
Even I can tell you, he is even very loyal. He is very, very loyal to APC than the PDP,
because of his next agenda.
You understand? If you look at his mission, you understand the mission is to wreck
PDP.
the PDP.
Useless.
You understand? It's like, I don't know, it's like an assignment for him. And you know, if you look at it, I would say he's achieving it.
No, it is a personal assignment for Wike, because he knows that after what he is thinking, I guess, that maybe after President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he'll be able to
attend the
office, because
No.
if he can
How
bring down
possible?
the PDP,
How
he'll be able
possible
to
is-
have his own way in the
How
APC.
possible is that? You know, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is from the south, and if you look at the political permutation in Nigeria, you know, when, if possible, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is privileged, you know, to spend 8 years in office, so it is not possible for someone to also come from the south. Even the northerners will not agree. If you look at it, you know, this is what they don't normally share with people. The northerners, when it comes to power sharing, you understand, they will say whether you are from southeast, south or southwest, you are southerner. You know, so they believe that once the southerner has enjoyed his term, that is their own calculation, then it is left. So Wike should not even think of it. I know if truly what you guys said is what he's doing, because as I am sitting here, I am only calculating like 12 years for him, you know, before it can reach him. And I think he's somehow, I think 50 years of age now, so he should be looking forward to, you know, like when he's 62, because when you had like 12 years to his 50 years old, then you are having something. And you know, let me tell you, when you are doing something now, preparing for future, you must consider the future. Look at what Prince just said. And I know there are many voters like Prince that will say, hey, I will beat my chest, I cannot vote for. You know, you must watch what you do now, because whatever you do now will surely count in future. So politics is not supposed to be do or die. But when you look at it, as far as Nigeria is concerned, even right from before we were born, at least there were times in Elisha here, this wet period, you remember. So if it is not do or die affair, why should people be burning houses? So if you look at it, even in those days, you know, it has been do or die. Though we pray it doesn't continue like that, but you know, since personal interest has overridden national interest, then what do you expect?
You know, no, well, I think I asked this question the last time we were talking about this Wike and these PDP members that they were expelled. Now, in Nigeria now, like this, we only have two political strong parties in Nigeria, which is the APC and the PDP, that are very, very strong, that people really know about. The APC and the PDP. Now, this is happening in PDP. Now, do you still think that the PDP party can still have a say in the general election coming 2027?
Okay, before I answer your question, I want to say this. It is not that we only have two parties. The things we have is that we have ruling party and the opposition party.
Yeah,
that is what we have, because PDP is not the only. APC and PDP is not the only
I
party.
know, but you know, they are just the major ones that we Nigerians
we cannot call them major. They only have the opportunity to be the APC is ruling party at the federal level, and we have PDP and other parties as opposition. You understand? And talking of that, if I get your question very well, is about if they are doing like this, how would they comport themselves during the 2027 general election? You know, the comportation, or how are they going to act or behave during the next election? This is the
No, I think what he meant was, will they be able to survive?
Yeah, I
With
mean,
all this
with
prayer
all
on
this,
PDP, can we still count on PDP in the next? Abi, is that not
yeah,
what?
in the next 2027 general election.
You at the federal level, if we want to talk about the PDP,
Yeah.
PDP should just come for the next, let's say, another 8 years. Why did I say that another 8 years is? It is not easy for our opposition party to unseat the ruling party. One, but at the different states, PDP can still have their way in some states,
Hmm.
like Oshun
Yeah.
and
From some other states.
and some other states.
Yeah,
PDP
even
can,
Oyo states.
or your state, PDP can still have their way for governorship seats, but for presidential seats, I think they should just come open that, like Yoruba people do say that emi yoda.
Yeah.
And what I mean is that the next one will be their turn. They should just wait. This is the waiting time for the PDP to occupy the seat at the federal level, because I've been looking at it. Even the so-called Seyi Makinde, that they are open to candidates or to select as their
Next
flag
leader.
bearer
Yeah.
for the PDP. He is still from the southwest.
Yeah.
And if we want to go with the the geopolitical zone that we have in Nigeria,
Yeah.
if we want to we want the ratio to be balanced, southwest should, after the completion of this Ayomikun term, I mean, if it was given the another opportunity to
serve
serve in another 4 years, southwest should sit somewhere and allow other geopolitical zones to have their way, in order not to cause chaos, because most of them, they have the sharing formula. They call it I think there is a perfect word that they use, that okay, this is the time for the southwest to be in the
Power.
position, and this is the time for the northern to be in the position. Now, with this, for the presidential seats, I personally, I cannot count on the PDP to occupy that seat.
Yeah.
With the present situation, or else, if there is a magic, or if something that most of Nigerians may not expect surface, that is only way, or only time, or where why PDP can still occupy the presidential seat. But for the governorship and even the local government councillorship seat, we can still count on the PDP with the present situation. But with this divided house now, it will be difficult for Nigerians to count on PDP in terms of on seats
the ruling party.
The ruling party.
Thank you so much.
Or else they have what is it called, the coalition.
Yeah, okay.
But with the present situation, I don't think any coalition can work right now, because each party wants their name to be heard
there in the office. Thank you so much, Afolabi, and thank you so much, Honourable Sunday Amure. Yeah. With this, we will be moving on to the second topic that we have today. Is about the regular topic that we have always been, that we keep hammering on CONFAB. It's still about insecurities in the country. I mean, yesterday we can see that there are some terrorists that they invade church when they are having a normal weekly service, of which they were shooting. And well, before we go into the topic, let us watch the video of what happened in Kwara State. mercy on us in this country.
So sad.
It's so sad. I mean, do you know one part of the video that that breaks my heart more? The old woman that was there, that was still trying to survive,
Mm.
to to seek for shit.
Mm.
I mean, this happened, and I think is it on Monday, or is it Monday or yesterday, that the leader, the general of a big
One of the
one of the
general
military,
in the
one of
military.
in the military, like on the live video,
Mm.
was shot.
I think Uba, or what is his name?
He was shot dead.
Mm.
He was shot dead on live. That, I mean, no, that's I mean, that happens to the general in the military. Now this one happened again in church. I mean, the level of insecurities in our country, is getting too much. Is getting frustrating. But if I will ask, Afolabi, while watching this video, what do you think about, like, how do you feel about the video?
You know, for the first time, I would like Honourable to speak first, because as I am now, I wasn't myself. Honestly speaking, I've watched the video before, but now, oh, this is so pathetic, and the level of insecurity in this country, it is not something that we should be looking
Yeah.
at right now. Even I'm shivering within.
Honorable, please, can we?
Honestly.
How do you feel about the video, sir?
Mm, normally, the Yoruba people will say, kò sẹ́ni tó máa jorí àwọn àgbà ọ̀nà ṣe máa ń sọ. There's no one that will watch the video that won't feel sympathetic. I watched the video, truly. It's very, very sad. And, let me say this. This is becoming like a part of the country. If I want to say, I will tell you that this is not the very first time, we are having this kind of. There was a time we have a massacre at, is it Owo?
Yes,
I think there were,
Catholic Church.
yes, and there were many.
And now it's the CAC.
This is CAC. The only thing I observe is that the rate at which the incidents of kidnapping, killings, is happening these days. I observe it from the day President Donald Trump, gave that threat statement, warning Nigerian government that, if they fail to do one thing or the other to checkmate the way Christian genocide
Yeah.
or killings in Nigeria, that it will ban on us. I have observed from that day that there has been either one killing, kidnapping,
Yeah.
You know,
the other.
or the other. You understand? At least the news of the Brigadier General, when was it? I read the news this morning about the kidnap of some students in a particular school. Even that one is one of the, should I say, one of the saddest. The situation whereby they had an information, I am beginning to look at it. They had an information that there will be an attack. Then the school authority, they call on the government, the DSS, they came around. They were with the children to secure them. You won't believe it. Few minutes they left. It's like, they were with them for like days. Few minutes they left like this. There was a kidnap. So if you look at it,
And even the Brigadier General own
Mhm,
too.
mhm.
There was a time that they how did they get his location
Mhm.
to be able to
Mhm.
adopt him?
I think I saw some chat.
yeah, before the
They
killing.
said he beckoned on his team,
Yeah.
or the Nigerian army. They said they were coming with an helicopter,
Yeah.
and before you know it, they just miss the target in
In
Nigeria.
Nigeria.
In this same Nigeria, it's just very painful and very sad. You see, there is one thing I have been saying, and that I will continue to say. The time that President Donald Trump said he want to come and rescue, there are a lot of outcry. There are a lot of story that was cooked to stop the man from coming. And since that time, the life of people have not remained the same. This one happened at Eruku,
Yes,
Eruku in
Kwara
Kwara State.
State.
Yes.
There are a lot of communities in Kwara State that have been displaced by these bandits. You talk of Oreke, you talk of Babanla, you talk of many towns in that Kwara State, which these people are. Then you need to just ask yourself, okay, when this thing happened in this street today, it happened in another tomorrow.
Yeah.
Then what are the government? I mean, what is the government doing? You know, you don't understand. It's like, okay, let me give it as an instance. There is a particular attack in a particular place. At least once you have a signal that there was an attack somewhere yesterday, at least the neighboring town or whatever
Yeah, should be kept safe.
should be kept safe. But if you look at the case of Nigeria, you just discover things will just happen, and you know they will happen and nothing will happen. You understand? The next thing you will hear, they will say they want to do investigation, and after investigation, even sometime when they arrest this culprit, you will just discover that they will muddle things up. You know, there was a time when Boko Haram started, they arrested some people. Later on, they said repentant Boko Haram.
Yeah,
then later on, they reintegrate them in Nigerian army.
Into Nigeria army, yes.
The saboteur.
You understand? No, it
Army.
was the reintegration that brings the saboteur, because there is no way you put criminal inside Nigerian army and it won't mislead the others. They are the one giving them information. Then I want to also say this, that there are people in government that are loyalists to these people. So sometimes when you are talking about solution to this problem, the solution may not come if these people who happens to be their sponsor, the informant, their loyalist, if they are not dealt with decisively. And I think that is, I'm sorry, that is where the President Donald Trump effect should have come in. Because let me tell you, these are the people that the Yoruba people call Arinuro. I'm sorry to use that language. As they are there, far away, they know what is happening.
In Nigeria.
You know, I said something to someone. Immediately he made his pronouncement. The Nigerian government was pleading he should not come. You know, we had the news that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will visit White House.
Yeah.
You know, do you know what I was thinking in my mind? I said, if President Bola Ahmed Tinubu could visit White House, they will just take him to one office. They will show him all the video of what is happening at his backyard that he did not see. And that is the funny thing about America. There was a time, you remember, they came into this country to rescue an American who was kidnapped.
Ambassador.
You understand? And unfortunately, Nigeria government did not even have a notice of what happened until they left Nigeria. They did the operation, did the rescue mission. They went back to that place. That was when Nigerian government are aware. So these people are far ahead of us. You understand? When you talk of technology, they can solve problem from there. There was a time I gave a recommendation on this program. I said, instead of wasting the life of our Nigerian soldier, if you remember, I recommended that they should be making use of drone or possibly robot. You won't believe it. The information I had this morning was that the terrorists are using drone, they are using robot.
Yes.
So they are making use of more sophisticated weapon than the Nigerian army. The Senate was saying something yesterday. They said they want to recruit 100,000 Nigerian youth into Nigerian army to cater, to tackle insecurity. You know, I was just laughing. That Talomariku. You understand? It's like
even
who is ready to risk his life?
It's not even about risking of life. Even if it's actually worth it, because you know, like the news that we that we discussed on the topic that we discussed on CONFAB, where some soldiers that they were underpaid. The money that was they are supposed to give them, they are not even giving at the right time.
That's
so
about the election
in Anambra State. So you are saying you want to give 1,000 youths, 100,000 youths into the recruit them into army job. What do you plan to sustain
what
them with?
weapons are you planning to give them? Is it not that you give them Shakabula or AK-47? You know, compare to the one that this terrorist will be carrying. You understand? Who want to face? It's like, you know, you are facing someone that is more superior than you. That is what I see. So automatically we have a long way to go. We need a leader that is that detests terrorism. It is when you have a leader who believe that I hate terrorism, that is when we can. But most of these leaders we are having, sometimes when you talk about terrorism, they are doing meeting with them, they are chilling with them, they are dining with them.
Even
go to the north.
Recently I watched one video which I was so surprised about, that one of the House of Representatives had a meeting with the terrorists just to free 46 kidnapped victim.
Yeah. You see, I think I saw the video too.
If a legislative rep can have a meeting with the bandit and they were free, you know, that would be in form of negotiation.
You know, with what Honourable Sunday Amure said that some Nigerian soldiers that they already know, their all their operations. Now today I think few minutes ago, the soldiers that were deployed, to go and rescue the girls, the abducted girls yesterday. You can see the videos of them being under attack by the bandits. They were under attack by the bandits. Most of them are wounded.
You know why it will happen like that is because bandits are still. I mean, the bandit is part of them.
That is it. They will tell them to go this way.
Yeah.
You understand? They will tell bandits to go after them. You understand? So it's like those people will have hidden in a place.
Yeah.
Then that is why
They
you
will
see,
lay
and when you lay ambush is like someone is hiding. You never even have the thought of that person. And by the time he lay ambush on you, is other big thing about buying logigi, something that attack you suddenly. That is what ambush is all about. So that is the problem. The only person that can solve this problem, I think I said it somewhere. I said, the Nigerian government will always declare state of emergency on state governor or whatever.
But
then
on security,
who will declare state of emergency on this nation? Because when you talk of security in this nation, at least this it requires an urgent attention.
Someone cannot sleep and close
That
his
is
two
it.
eyes
That is
without
it.
watching. Even as we are here right now, what I'm thinking of is okay. Thank God that we have the security here, and if not, your mind will not be at rest.
See, Mr. Prince Afolabi, let me tell you something. I think I wrote something on Facebook this morning. I was calling attention of everybody to be at alert. We that are in Southwest, you understand. I wouldn't pray that bad thing happen. You understand, but if it can enter Kwara, it enter or sometime. Then sometimes you hear some incidents in Ekiti. There was a case in Oshun, if you remember. And they said they were busted. You understand. So there is anything can happen. All we are just saying is calling on government to do the very needful.
Even the thing is,
apart from the government, I think we have, before we adopted this democracy or federalism system of government or whatever, we have the monarchism where our paramount rulers.
That's when we get to the monarchism that you talked about. That is when, but as we are, the power still lies or rests on what? The democratic leader.
But as far as Yoruba is concerned, we have people like Are Onakakafo, who their duty is to defend their territory.
Let me give
what
you
are they doing?
Let me give you instance. There was a time this Sunday, you understand? At least what he was trying to do, if you look at it indirectly, was to defend his people. How? Because the first campaign he started was, the Fulani people are killing my brothers. I want to defend them. I want to chase them. You understand? But when they look at it in the political aspect of it, they look at it that if you say you are fighting a tribe, you understand? But when the other tribe were fighting this particular tribe, nobody talk.
Hey, Honourable sir, you see, then let us agree or assume that maybe because the then president happens to be the Fulani. Maybe that is the reason. Now that we have President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as Yoruba person, and this Fulani or so-called or the terrorists or the bandits, they are the one killing our people right now. And we have people like Are Onakakafo, Iba Gani Adams, and we have Sunday Igboho and so many others, the so-called Baloguns or whatever. What have you? Now the warriors. What are they doing?
Let me answer.
What are they doing?
There are already made answer to that your question. You see, it's like you mentioned the president. If the president does not give them, you understand, the leverage, to exercise their possibly the traditional power, the law will still catch up on them.
But do they need any support
they
before
really,
they can?
They really need. They can't just step out and say they want to. Because if you look at Amatekun, by the time they establish Amatekun, they still put them under Nigerian police.
What I'm saying is this: like Yoruba, one of the Yoruba proverbs says that "Nti agba fi njeko, o wa labe ewi." During our forefathers, it will be difficult for anyone even to invade them. Look like how will I put it? Should I call her a warrior, a female warrior? Someone like Moremi Ajasoro. You know the way they operate.
Okay, you are talking about the metaphysical way.
Yes.
If they do that,
do they need any
Prince.
any approval from
Prince,
the government before they protect their
Prince,
land?
there is one thing that when we were growing up, we used to hear it from the elders. They will say Ijoba Munimogu. You understand? You may be powerful metaphysically, but if the government discover, because see, let me tell you, these people that you are talking about, sometimes when they allow them, sometimes they pass their boundary too, as in they do it excessively.
Yeah.
By virtue say at least they are human. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because those period you are referring to, there was no law. Anybody that is powerful is the government.
Yeah.
So he can do anything. Sometimes he even go to market. He will ask his boys or his girls, if you remember,
Yeah.
to carry anything he see. Do you remember? So there is no way, if we allow such to happen, you understand, they will always pass their boundary. And if government behold that, government would like to come in. And if government come in, you understand, it will thwart. You know, there is another thing you are looking at. You are looking at solution. Abi?
Yes.
So sometimes when we are looking at solution, the government need to be involved. If the government, as we have President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, if they pass, it will just be easy for them to just pass some law. Nigerian democracy is just passing law. When you pass the law, it will allow those people you talk about to operate, to defend their land. There was a time we have some Agbekoya, if you remember.
Yes.
You understand? We have OPC. You remember OPC, their mission was to protect their people. But unfortunately, you discover that, you know, politics sometimes we always, you know, spoil some things. You understand? You will discover that a politician will just call one OPC, yeah, come and guide me. And you know, that might not be the objective, or that might just be not be the reason why they established the OPC. So this thing you are saying is a very good idea if the government support it, because look at the state policing they've been proposing for a very long time. Even Tinubu was one of those who were campaigning for it, federalism, state kinikon, but now he's there now. There are many things he said those time that this thing is very good. President Jonathan supposed to do it. Now that is there now. Many of these things he has refused to do. There are a lot of people that are waiting that this restructuring, it is from that restructuring that thing that you talked about will surely come in. Do you understand? And let me tell you, I was talking about solution to terrorism, banditry, kidnapping the other time. Then I want to say this: if the Northerners are not working hand in hand with these people, they will not prosper there. They wouldn't have succeeded there. The reason why it's like you don't normally, you know, problems don't normally persist in the south, you understand, is because the Southerners, once they perceive that, you know, something is happening regularly and consistently, you understand, they will alert the necessary people and they will come and take them. The situation whereby you do not see bandits as enemy, you see them as brothers. Somebody was even saying it, don't touch them, they are our brothers. So in a situation like that,
even such persons should the people like Gumi that said, okay, bandits, they are our son, they are our brothers. Donald Trump should not try to kill them. It means you are the people like Gumi are in support of what is happening.
But what
right
is
now?
the government who has the power to checkmate him, arrest him, punish him? What are they doing?
No, the thing is, for Gumi, I don't think they can, because he's the negotiator between the bandits and the government.
The intermediary between government and
yeah.
What is the work of intermediary?
The work of it is just to bring peace between, you know, between the two parties,
okay,
and to tell them what they want, and you know, so that everything can be subsidized.
Okay. Now, my question.
Somebody that is negotiating,
like,
you should give them what they want.
What they want.
You don't understand.
You understand?
You should give some.
You know, someone that is terrorizing your land.
Yeah.
His mission or our mission is to make your land a land that no one will be able to live or
it will be inhabitable.
Inhabitable. That is their mission. Now, having a conversation with someone that wants to eradicate your generation, it means that you are the one who is putting your own secrets.
Okay, let's assume if
because I don't know what Gumi, people like Gumi is doing with the
if
with
those
the
people
terrorists.
requested for head, someone said we should give them what they want. No, just look at it, give them what they want. So they needed killing. give them what they want. They needed money.
One of his statements I read is that the so-called banditry, they are operating because of revenge. What are they revenge on?
Okay.
That they are not like hypop. Even is hypop not better of this?
No, you can't say that. Hypop,
with this
you understand, prescribe already. Logically, personally, you may have personal view on it, but government has said, they call them terrorist organization. Though there are a lot of people that are against it. Maybe they are asking to.
What are they terrorizing?
At least they are also doing one or two things like killings. They kill themselves. There was this time, sit at home. If you don't sit at home, they will take you, they will buy you. Like that. There was one video I was watching when I sat down here. That video, they are terrorists. They cover their eye. Then they were speaking in Hausa in the tone of Igbo. If a Yoruba man is speaking Hausa, some Yoruba man, you will surely know. You understand? That person, even very, very clear. If I play the video to you, you will know. So what I'm saying is that even in the Southwest, there is nowhere insecurity doesn't exist. But what we are saying is the one in the North, is been too persistent. It's becoming a menace. It's becoming part of them. They just operate freely. Sometimes I'll ask myself, is this the sovereignty we are talking about? Because sovereignty means freedom. So why should criminals, bandits, be like enjoying flying around, carrying guns? Sometimes when they are moving like this, they are like government. People will be here, like on the street, and they will be going. Do you understand? So they are like government on their home. So making their own law. And there was a time now, when Boko Haram came in, you remember, wherever they attack people, what would they do? They put their flag there. Are you getting me? What's the meaning of that? They want to be to establish a government. Yeah. To establish a government there, they want to be determining what will be happening in that area. So these are things they stand for. It's only God that will help us.
With this, with the Gumi story that we are saying, Akpabio, he made a statement because for the KB, the adoptees and girls that were kidnapped in KB State. He said that Akpabio made remarks while proceeding over plenary during a heated debate on the killing of Brigadier General Umba Musa in Borno State and abduction of schoolgirls alongside the killing of vice principal in KB State. He said, we sympathize deeply with the families affected, but we must remember that Nigeria is a very large country, the Senate President said. It is not even possible to deploy one policeman to each polling unit during election. Our security agencies are overstretched and find themselves in places they should not ordinarily be, he added. Now, he now said, there is no society without crime. Even the almighty America records crime on a daily basis, but we must continue to do our best to minimize it.
Now, what are they doing to minimize it?
I mean, what are they doing to minimize it? But even that statement coming from our Senate president saying there's no society without crime.
No, it's not.
Yes,
it's not
understand.
A lie.
We understand that.
Speaking the truth.
But what are they doing? To minimize it. That is the question.
That's our concern. All these regular consolatory statements. We condole with the family of those. You see, all those things. I expect them to have adopted another measure. What measure? We are talking about proactive measure. Yeah. See me now. I'm not in government, but I am like thinking even ahead of the government. So that is when you will know. It's not that they cannot think. It's not that they don't know what to do. You understand? It is when someone knows what to do, but he just choose to do what he likes. You understand? They can't tell me they don't know the way out to this problem. Somebody was saying something that there was one of our leader. He will not talk because he know that he will talk. If he talk, they won't re-elect him in the next election. You look at that. So when situation where you put your re-election bid above the security of the and safety of life of the people. So that is what we are facing in the country.
I mean, how I wish that most of our town can be like this particular town, Igbomokun. I read about that town that no uniform personnel can enter that ancient town. If you dare to enter there with any uniform or with gun or any ammunition, you are gone.
In this country,
Yes, Igbomokun.
I want to know
Yes,
more about that.
Igbomokun. That
Because is there any place or any territory in this country that Nigeria army cannot?
No, there are some places like that in the country that,
That
no,
they
are,
cannot.
they are ancient.
that I think that can be found at the Ogun State.
Yeah.
Okay.
In Ogun State,
Oh,
there is a
that's
particular
very
town
interesting.
that you cannot enter there. Even their son in the history, one of
Yeah.
their son who tried it, that okay, maybe I'm the son of the soil. Let me
Let me
enter
try.
the place. He died.
Okay, it's
immediately.
like Igbo Irumale.
No,
it's
no,
not like-
it's an ancient town.
It's just a town
Yeah.
where people live.
Yes.
Wow.
That's
No,
interesting. I'm
because-
hearing it for the very, very first time.
No, because this issue of insecurity is
It's getting too much.
no. And now, I think this is right time for Nigerians
Mm.
to appealing, or let's say to appeal to all our leaders that they should give room for the helping hands.
Yeah. I
They
mean,
won't.
I'm-
See, Prince Ayomikun, they won't. You understand? Because if you look at the ego in them, when
This is not the
expected
time.
them,
this is not the part. This is
you
not the time for.
understand?
This is not the time
I
for ego.
expected them that time when Donald Trump came around to say, okay, please, come and help us, but do it this way, do it this way, do it this way. And that is all. But they were just rejecting, we can do it ourselves. And the only thing, if you say I don't know, you see, when you see someone that is, I remember when we were in school, no matter how old we are, when you see someone that is more intelligent than you, they give you an assignment, you know that this person knows it, you will go and meet it, you will humble yourself, say, please let me help join you so that we solve this problem together.
Like Yoruba people do say, wọ́n ní kádọ́bà lè fún rárá.
You
Kí o sọ pé ká ga,
understand? You
kò ní ká má ga
understand?
rádà.
They don't want this problem to be solved.
No, if you try to prostrate for a dwarf, that doesn't reduce
it
you
does not
Yes,
reduce your
that's
height.
it.
to your height
a dwarf.
to his
height.
to his height. Why can't we keep or swallow all our
Pride, the ego.
pride, ego? Why can't we and do the normal things to save our land? If there's nothing like Nigeria, would they be there to as a president or as a senator, as a rep, as a minister? It's still because we still have people habitating or in the land.
I will still implore Nigerians, because there are many solutions to problems. If we beg our leaders and we discover that our leaders, all this problem is beyond them, then we vote them out. You see, and when I'm saying voting out, I don't want you to look at it as if they will rig it. No, do it one time. Let everybody vote in one basket. Let's try it.
No, for instance, now if someone that you are expecting to have 20,000 votes got 500, how would they rig it?
That is what I used to tell people. But
They-
people
they-
will tell you that they will rig it, and in that it's like a spirit will be telling them that they will rig it, so they will now be confused. They will now do what they are not supposed to do. So
They
when
will now sit on
everybody,
the fence.
you understand, when everybody come together and vote these leaders out, there is no way there won't be. You see, when you vote a leader that detests terrorism, detests to make people go hungry, you understand. You see, there are a lot of problems Nigeria is facing. Economic war is there. I want to tell you that at least people have been clamoring, crying. There are a lot of people who has not eaten this money. I want to tell you, and I want to believe it happened. A lot of things. There are problems in the local government in Malaysia. Osun State.
Osun
Sorry,
State.
you understand. So when you look at it, it's a myriad of problems surrounding Nigeria. So if the government has not been able to solve one, how do you expect such government to solve this one? Because insecurity is a massive, is a major problem in Nigeria. Today.
Yeah, thank you for that, Adenipekun, Afolabi, and thank you, Honourable Sunday Amure. Well, if we keep talking about the insecurities of the state and of the country, we won't. We can speak over it for a full day, and we won't still stop talking about it. But then we will still have to go. So our esteemed viewers, please, this is where if you have any comments, if you have any opinions to share, please always drop them in the comment section. We'll be there to take them, and we'll be there to answer further on that. Well, this is where we round up for the confab today, this afternoon. Special thanks to the executive producer in person of Deacon Michael Adeboye Ashaolu and our producer Adenipekun Afolabi, the prince on the show. Your regular face here on the confab. And special thanks to our our guest for today, Honourable Sunday Oluwadamilare Amure.
Thank
Yeah,
you
we are
so
saying a
much.
very big thank you to you, sir.
Thank you.
And the
Chief
man behind the
Okunye.
button, Abdul Samad Balogun, aka Big Balo. Yeah, we are saying a very thank you to you and all other esteemed crew. This is where we round up for confab this morning.
Stay where you know that your life is safe.
Safe.
Yeah.
Thank you. I think I love that.